Hey everyone, good afternoon. So yeah, just out and about today. Got some stuff to do later, but right now got certain plans, certain things I want to do right now. But I watched a couple of films recently. So I watched this Valkyrie film starring Tom Cruise. And basically, if you've never heard of Valkyrie, it was a plot during World War II. Some of Hitler's generals and those close to him, they decided to try and assassinate him. So I think it happened, what year was it? 1944. It was the last known assassination attempt on Adolf Hitler, and unfortunately it failed. If it had succeeded, millions of lives could have been saved, the war could have ended sooner, but ultimately it failed. And Valkyrie it was a decent film. So Tom Cruise stars as General Stauffenberg. I'd say, but the bad thing about the film, I think the film was good, but they had a bunch of Americans and British people playing Germans. Like, what kind of nonsense is this? If you look at the film Inglorious, starring Brad Pitt, which is also focused on Hitler, but you had actors speaking German, and I mean, off the top of my head, I don't know if the actors were German. I think some of them were. Brad Pitt is obviously American, but Brad Pitt was playing an American, so that makes sense. But some of these films, I don't like it when they just keep having British people play all the, have German actors speaking in German. For me, on a personal level, that would be more realistic and interesting to watch, but I think overall it was a very decent film. Hitler is featured very, very little in the actual film, so I don't like that. I think they should have had more Hitler scenes. Whenever you see Hitler, I think, obviously I'm going to start giving away some of the stuff that happens in the film. If you don't want to hear it, stop watching this video. The first scene you see with Hitler is when he gets off a plane, and just the way he gets, it's a very impressive scene. He's quite physically short. I think Hitler's probably my sort of height. I'm 5'8", I would say. So I'm 172 centimeters, so 5'8". Doesn't bother me in the slightest. But yeah, Hitler, you see him, some of the Germans next to him, like these guys look massive. Well, they're not actually Germans, I'm guessing, but British people playing Germans. But yeah, these guys look massive next to him. So, and obviously the film is based during a time when his health was declining. But listen, honestly, it was a very good film. I liked it, and Tom Cruise did a very, very good job. But I would rather it was a German actor playing Stauffenberg. I would rather it was someone speaking in German. But you see the plot, puts a bomb under the table, bomb blows up, unfortunately Hitler survives. But listen, decent film. They came pretty close, almost killed him. Unfortunately, all the plotters themselves were killed. Yes, I can hear some noise. Yeah, but very good film. I liked it. And then the other film I was watching is called Look Who's Back. It was filmed in 2015. That one you can watch on YouTube for free. Look Who's Back 2015. That film's fascinating. Basically what they do, the plot of the film is that Hitler somehow magically gets transported to the year 2014, and it shows you him going about life and trying to figure everything out. I haven't watched the whole film yet. I'm going to watch it today. I've just been so busy, but it was fascinating. The actor is played by a German guy who speaks fluent German, and he's supposed to actually be Adolf Hitler. I thought that was fascinating. Maybe it could have been better with a bigger budget, but you know what, I really like that film from what I've seen so far. And there was one excellent film in the scene where Hitler comes face to face with someone's grandma, she's an old woman. She suffers from Alzheimer's. She's got a bad memory. But then as soon as he walks into the house, her granddaughter brings him into the house. So he comes around to visit the granddaughter. And then the old woman is sitting down, and then Hitler's walked in, and then she can hear him. Like, she can't see him; he's behind her, but she can hear him. He's in the next room. She hears his voice, and whoever plays that old woman, her acting is excellent, because as soon as she hears his voice, that she flinches, as in like she recognizes that it's Adolf Hitler. So he comes into the room. She looks at him. Like she panics, and her acting was excellent. She's like, I can't speak German yet. How do you pronounce it in German? I think she said, "Das ist Hitler." Yeah, that's what she said. I mean, I speak a little bit German, not a lot, but give me a few months, I'm going to speak fluent German. She goes, "Das ist Hitler." But I mean, she panics. And then her granddaughter is saying, no, grandma. Oh, she's speaking in German. No, grandma, it's parody. It's what's the word she used? Basically, everyone thinks that it's not the real Hitler. They think it's just a guy dressing up as Hitler. But the grandma says that is actually him. He talks the same. He looks the same. And then they said to her, oh, no, it's just comedy. It's just funny. And she says back then people were laughing, but it wasn't funny when Hitler started killing people. And then, she said, oh, you killed my family. I haven't forgotten. And the acting, you got to watch it. Her acting is excellent, because imagine if that actually happened to you in real life. You actually meet Hitler. But I think I've said enough. Check those films out. Take care, everyone. I wish you well.